Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. It's your girl, Sonia McQueen, with It's Your Life. What are you doing with it? Now, I say that all the time, but I honestly don't remember the name of this season. But y'all know this is your mind, your body, your choice. And today I come to you, I want to speak to you about the world's troubles, right? We're all born to die. And what we do in between the time we are of um, able-minded, or we have the ability to make decisions for ourselves, or live in a way where our thoughts are forming our future and our actions are before us. So, we are responsible for our words, our actions, our movements from that time until we die. What do you do with that time? Because if you didn't know this, I have news for y'all. No matter how much you work to make all the money in the world and get all the riches and drive the nicest cars, that's nice while you're here. None of that's going in the casket with you, or none of it's going to be burned up with you, unless you get cremated and you say, hey, burn my cars and burn this and burn. Then it might be, but then the value is nothing. What's most important while you're here is the quality time you're spending with your friends and your family and other loved ones, just the loved ones, and the work you do to stay behind when you're gone. You know, um, I did a podcast not too long ago, and it stemmed off of this movie I watched, and I think it was called Generation Wealth. And it was just about all the things people do to become wealthy. And it followed some of these people through a span of 25 years, and how they thought then and how they reached the the climax of what they thought they wanted financially turned out to be nothing but a burden in the end. And I can honestly say, without missing a beat, I've never prayed for money. I've always prayed for enough, just enough. I want to be able, if I feel like going to the store and spending $300 on worthless items at Sam's, I want to be able to do it without panicking, or without the bank sending me a notice. And that same day, if I want to go to Target and spend another 200, and I want to go to Kohl's and spend, and I want to go buy, I want to be able to do it. But I'm sensible. I'm sensible. So most everything I buy is for our household. I have enough clothes to wear something different every day of the year. I don't have any business going clothes shopping. I haven't gained or lost any weight. Um, I have enough shoes to go with all those clothes, so I have no business buying shoes. None are dry rotted. You get the point. You get the point. So my biggest thing is, while I'm here, I need to help others who struggle, because I don't struggle. That is why what I'm doing with this business, the Led by Motivation Outreach, to help able-minded homeless people get back on their feet and get back in their own places with a job, is so imperative to me. It's not about me. This is a 501. I'm not going to get rich off of this. But this is my life's purpose. If you look for riches to make you happy, you'll never find it. You'll find the riches, and you might even find your happiness, but you're going to find more people with their hands out, more people wondering why you're not doing this for them and that for them and this for them. It's just like that. That's the way this world goes. When you thrive and you try to learn from money, you fail. When you're making money your God, it's what you're worshiping and what you're going after. You've already lost. You know, what is most delightful to me is what I do in my works. This isn't going to be a long podcast, and I'm sure a lot of you probably have lost you, but I promise you, your needs will be met. Your needs will be met if you're not so selfish with your actions. Don't be selfish with your thoughts. Me, me, I, me, I, me. You know, Be loving and caring. Us, we, they, them. And I'm not talking your pronouns. I'm talking life. I'm speaking life. This is so profound. Let me tell you guys how profound this podcast is. I wrote down in my notes because sometimes I'm out for a run or a walk or I'm exercising and a thought hits me and it's so strong, I put it in my notes in my phone so that I can speak on it later. And that's what I did with this podcast. It hit me. And then yesterday, I received a text message from somebody who I swear we're related. But the text message sent me to a link, which was basically about this same thing, about you being born and you really having to make choices to be this type of person in life or that type of person. But no matter what the struggle is, no matter what, this is a true statement. When you're born into a struggle. You're going to struggle. You're going to have valleys. It is written. I don't care how well off your parents are and how well off you are. You're still going to have struggles in this life, but you've got to take it. That is one of the reasons you're born in this life, because there's no perfection here. There's no perfection. I don't care who's listening to me. If you tell people you're perfect, you're a liar, which makes you imperfect because you're a liar. And perfect people don't lie. There's no perfection in this world. There's none. So you're born to have some struggles and then you die. And based on what you believe in, I believe in God. I believe that we're either going to go to heaven or hell. That's my belief. I won't know if I'm right until I'm dead. And if I'm wrong, I won't know because I'll just be dead. So I'd rather live my life believing in something than live my life believing in nothing and then die and find out I was wrong. What's the harm? What's the harm in believing in an afterlife, living and being with God in that afterlife and living an eternity in happiness, than to say, you know what, I don't believe in God, I don't believe in that, and then you die, and then you're like, oh shit, I didn't say the word, y'all. Oh shit, I was wrong. Because now you can't backpedal. It's too late. It's too late. And now you're in hell. But I also know that when I was stressed in my life for decades, stressed and angry and not sleeping and doing whatever I could to try to get sleep. And that's Ambien, y'all. And then I probably smoked weed probably 10 to 12 times in my life. Anything I could to get some sleep, not sleeping. It's showing on my body, it's showing in my face, it's showing in my attitude, my personality. Stress, stress, stress. When I realized this is just part of your life, now how are you going to deal with it? Are you going to keep dealing with stress this away and affecting your quality of life and not enjoying today? Or are you going to learn how to live with this and maneuver and pray and let go? It, it took me to being 40, but I learned to do the latter. I learned to do the latter. I learned to pray and release, smile and keep moving, because I know that valley I'm going to come out of, and one day I'm going to be in another valley. And if I stress every time I'm in a valley, I'm never going to come out, because I'm constantly going to be stressing and upset and worried and thinking about what happened yesterday and every yesterday, instead of living in my today and waiting on my tomorrow. I've learned to live in the present and not in the past. Not to worry about who's mad at me yesterday, but no, I'm okay today. And if they're still mad, that's their issue. And if they're mad for a good reason, to apologize and for me to let it go. I'm not going to let somebody hold me hostage to something I did and apologize for. If they didn't accept it, that's their right and their prerogative. But I'm not going to keep holding on to it and beating myself up for something that I've apologized for. Because you guys know what? I'm 53 today. I might not make it to 54. We're about in Virgo season. That's my season. I might not see the 54th birthday. You think I want to worry about who's mad at me? Who's spreading rumors about me? Who's lying on me? Who's talking about me? No, sir. No, sir. God has put too many good people in my life. Good people, great people, people who love me, for me to keep worrying about who doesn't. You think I'm going to pray and worry about how much money I have in the bank? No, sir. Because God has made it a point ever since I prayed for having enough for me to always have enough in the bank. If you guys didn't know, I have not received a paycheck since September. I stopped working in December. And I'll say that again. I haven't received a paycheck since September, and I stopped working in December. And there has not been a complaint in this household. And I'm spending more money now than I was spending when I was working, bringing in a six figures a year. There's more money and less stress now because, and I'm spending more. Let me say that. I'm spending more because I'm working on my own businesses. I'm tired of working for other people. You guys, sometimes we complain about working and we complain about working and we keep going to the same thing. And sometimes it's just us. It's just us. And sometimes it is the place. But if you can't fix something, stop complaining about it. And I've said this before, if you're going to complain about something, fix it and shut up. If you can't fix it, let it go and shut up. But the more you complain, the more it weighs on you. And the more it weighs on you, the less happy you are. And the less happy you are, the more stress and anxiety. And once again, you're going to die. That sounds so harsh, but it's true. It's true. I might be here in 50 years. Yeah, that's right, I said it. I might be here to 103, but I won't be here in 60 years. I could almost guarantee you I won't be here in 70. I'm damn near sure of that. It is what it is, you guys. So don't spend your life chasing after money. Chase your dreams. And a lot of times your dreams will bring you that money. But if you are putting all your eggs in a basket to live for money, you're dying slowly. And you're asking for more stress than you can imagine. And you guys might think that sounds horrible, but it's not. It's not. If your whole basis of living is for money and power, you can't take those things in the grave with you. Look to your left and right if you're around people right now. That's who you live for. If your wife, your husband, your kids, your grandma, your auntie, your cousins, your friends are around you, that's who you pray for. That's who you lift up. That's your purpose, to bring better tomorrows to the people around you, not just yourself. The world is full of people. If the only person you're concerned about in life is you, there are so many words I can call you. Selfish is probably the best. There's another word I was thinking of, narcissist. You are an alpha living in a world of one. Don't be like that, y'all. While you're here, try to leave a legacy. Try to leave positivity. I say it all the time. Everybody should write a book. And if you don't want to write a book for purchasing, write it for your family. Get it copywritten and printed just for your family, so you're leaving a legacy or something for your family. I said it. I wrote a book of recipes. And I can say this because I don't think any of my kids listen to my dang on podcast. But I wrote recipes. It says Recipes for Mom with Love, about 10 to 15 years ago. And my kids live on that book. But since then, I've made up so many more recipes. I could really make an entire cookbook. I have chicken recipes, beef recipes, pork recipes. I don't have any lamb, sorry. I have um, recipes for gluten free. My daughter is whatever I was about to say Episcopalian, that's a religion. I can't think of what she is, but she does eat shrimp and fish, but she doesn't eat any chicken, any poultry, any beef, any pork. Um, I wrote a whole section for her. I have a whole section on vegetables, baking, and desserts. I'm going to put that in a hardcover book with my kids' pictures on it, and they're going to get that for Christmas this year. That's what they're getting. And I'm so excited for this because I know they'll use it, and I know it's something they'll keep forever, and they'll give it to their kids, and their kids can keep it forever, and they can add to it. That's even they can add to it and make another book. So that is something I want to leave in addition to the books I've already written that anybody can buy. And I'm still writing in these podcasts. But what I really am excited about is what I'm doing for the homeless. And I really do hope it spreads from state to state. And after I'm gone, they're still led by Motivation Outreach, that other people are running and doing great things, and that the homeless population just dwindles down. I'm not pacifying the homeless or just feeding them and putting them back out, but I'm actually changing their lives forever. That's what I want to leave. What do you want to leave? What do you want to do? And if you're still stuck on rimming your own pockets, hey, I ain't even mad at you. You do you. But remember, while you're doing you, and you're only thinking of you, and you're only praying for you, and your pockets are only lined for you, other people are praying for you, and they're hoping for better for you. They're hoping for better because there's no way you're happy just thinking about yourself all the time. That's my belief. I could be dead wrong. I could be dead wrong. This isn't for everybody, but it's for somebody. Pray for other people. Do the best you can in this life. Live for today. Let yesterday go. People who are mad at you, if you've done wrong, apologize, and then you let it go. You don't let people pigeonhole you in their feelings. You don't do that. You don't let people hold you in a chokehold because they feel some kind of way. Don't do that to yourself. Find your happiness, find your peace, and you live in it. And pray for others. This is your girl, Sonia McQueen. You know you can find me at Sonia M at ledbymotivation.com or ledbymotivation07 at gmail.com. You could go to our website. We have one up. The organization one isn't up yet, but we have ledbymotivation.com. And always hit me up if you have a question, an idea, or thought about a podcast. I love to hear from you. Have a great day on purpose.